console, and mobile will win the match. And there was a whisper from an insider earlier.
Fala, rapaziada, um recado rápido aqui pra você. Não pula não, é importante. Você que tá tendo dificuldade no eFootball, eu, JcVitor Pro, tenho um método muito bom, bem desenhado, do início ao avançado, as aulas estruturadas, e além de você garantir todas as versões do eFootball, seja do 24, 25, 26 e agora em breve o 27, eu digo em questão de aulas, você também aprende comandos secretos que eu utilizo para ter uma boa sequência, para pegar top 1 no ranking, mesmo em uma cidade um pouco afastada do servidor, em que a conexão não favorece tanto, e tendo ótimos resultados na ranking aí com 70/0, 100/0, tá? Então, ó, clica no link abaixo na descrição, tá com desconto muito bom, tá bom? Então, clica aqui, se torne um alfa, faça parte do time dos melhores, fechou? Tamo junto, vamos que vamos.
Game would be played on the platform that produced the most goals, said the insider. And so the first kickoff of the second semifinal game between Indonesia and Brazil began on the console platform. This time, RRQ Bangian, aka Risky Faidan, wore the white, red, and white away jersey. Meanwhile, JcVitor Ferreira wore the blue, black, and blue jersey. Out of the last blue jersey. Arsenal means Faidan's Arsenal home jersey, right? Right. Red, white, red. This time, Arsenal home or Binong boys control. What was forward? Marino the target or Kai Hover seemed to be successfully thwarted. Instead, this time, it was a quick surround opportunity for JcVitor Ferreira Lopez, who immediately locked onto the attacking player's movement. It was again secured by Calafiori. Apparently, Risky Faidan's left back. Faidan. Risky Faidan immediately sent across. His careful observation found Madueke's position. Luckily, his pass wasn't precise enough, and Victor controlled the ball again. The team built up slowly from the back, opting for safer passes, of course, to JcVitor Ferreira. The mistake, however, was dangerous this time. From JcVitor, there was a chance for... A blurry placing shot, apparently from FBC, who spotted David Raya, who was out of position at the top. Luckily for Brazil, Isa's shot hit the post, resulting in a goal kick. The score remains 0-0 15 minutes into the first half, but then we saw another attack from Risky Faidan. Faidan was still looking for passing options. Odegaard controlled the ball. Odegaard was weaving, luring JcVitor's players out of their positions. Odegaard was agile in his movements. Odegaard delayed Risky possession a little. Odegaard still controlled the ball. The pass was to the left. Kalami was involved in the build-up. Risky Faidan crossed to Madueke. The aerial duel was still won by JcVitor. This time, Risky Faidan recovered the ball from the left, only resulting in a throw-in for Risky Faidan. And with Dennis Bernard's win, a draw was actually enough for Risky Faidan to send Indonesia to the grand final of this competition. But we'll see if Risky Faidan dares to play scoreless in this match or continues to attack as Risky Faidan's best defensive option in this match. That's right. There was indeed a first-time shot that was aimed at the goal, but failed to score for Risky Faidan. The clap tried to get past one player. Dangerous. A header that successfully penetrated Risky Faidan's goal cell. Successfully resulted in a goal for JcVitor. In this match, Risky Faidan trails with a 1-all aggregate score. There was no immediate threat from JcVitor, and one direct threat resulted in a goal through a hanging pass that deceived several defenders from Risky. We see three of JcVitor's goal created by A hanging pass and boom! A header that fell towards the goal and temporarily trailed 1. Risky Faidan kickoff after JcVitor's goal. Goal. Again, Risky Faidan controlled the ball, turning around to look for a short pass option backwards. Still looking for an opening to launch an attack, this time from JcVitor's defense. Still Risky Faidan. 2 blue bars performed by JcVitor to prevent the meta kickoff from Risky Faidan. Immediately changing the direction of his attack to the right side. Still Risky Faidan alone. He passed forward, still on the right side of his attack direction. Risky Faidan was still trying to find a slight gap from JcVitor's negligence from the left side this time. Risky Faidan, still Risky Faidan, as seen earlier, the direction of his pass was quite dangerous. JcVitor's defense was indeed quite good and neat. After scoring 1 goal and 2 long-range shots, both of which missed by Bapong. Indeed, it seemed that the RQ Binong boys' attempts at Victor Ferreira's goal, who had already played with 1 bar down, were still unsuccessful. 1-0 was enough for Brazil to equalize the aggregate score this time. JcVitor tried to build up an attack from the bottom. Switch play to the right. Jurian Timber, standing locked forward, was still blocked. Ion tried to take it by Risky Faidan. This time still for Victor Ferreira. After being released, Bukayo Osaka's movement seemed dangerous. There was a rebound opportunity, but it was still secured by Risky Faidan, almost giving Brazil the lead in the aggregate. This time, Risky Faidan had to be more careful. JcVitor's attacks were observed to be very effective in creating a threat. Fortunately, he was unable to create a second goal from the threats he managed to create. This time, Risky Kiva's Jurian Timber controlled the ball. Mueke crossed to the left to Ebero Dayeki. This time, Eze was slightly in the middle, and Declan Rice Odegaard appeared slightly more agile. Odegaard weaved. He had failed to find EBZ's position. The ball fell back into JcVitor's control, but not for long. This time, Odegaard moved forward, but his pass was less precise. JcVitor tried again to counterattack. Declan Rice this time. The pass was a backwards sway to the right. There was approximately 1 minute left in injury time. Brazil still had a 1-0 lead in the match, even in the second game of the semifinal. However, we saw a dangerous movement from the right that was successfully thwarted, ending the match.
Fala, Alto, tudo bem? Quem fala é JcVitor Pro aqui. Pô, trazendo novidades para vocês aqui no nosso canal, exatamente. Você que é membro, você ainda não perdeu nenhuma aula, exatamente. É isso, a gente deu as aulas aí do último mês, a galera curtiu bastante. E nesse mês a gente tá com uma novidade. Você que se tornar membro, nesse mês vai disputar um campeonato, seja qualquer membro, tá? Um campeonato que vale 12 mil moedas, ou o valor das 12 mil moedas. E, pô, é uma premiação muito boa e você só precisa se tornar membro. Entrar no grupo do WhatsApp, que em breve você vai receber o link com as inscrições. Então não perde tempo. Além de você participar de uma aula coletiva com o JV, tá no grupo ali, claro que você pode visualizar os benefícios de cada um. Esse mês nós teremos um campeonato valendo 12 mil moedas, tá? E lembrando, não se esqueçam, a galera que é do Elite, que é do Pro, não tem problema, tá bom? Vamos jogar outro campeonato também, vamos jogar 2 versões, 2 torneios, mas esse vai estar somando pra vocês nesse mês, tá? Então, ó, não perde tempo, se tornar membro do nosso canal. Sejam mal.
To catch up, or for JcVitor to extend their lead and bring Brazil ahead against Indonesia. The second half has kicked off. JcVitor again builds up from the bottom slowly, of course not wanting to risk losing possession. To Risky Faidan, slowly this time, try to make an attacking, successfully thwarted by Gabriel, who seemed to have stopped the attack. Watch out, we see JcVitor pressing quite high. But Risky Faidan tries to retaliate with a visionary long through pass, but it still doesn't reach Madueki's position. Risky Faidan seems to be pressing quite high here in the defensive line of Victor Ferreira. Be careful, JcVitor almost resulted in an error earlier. This time JcVitor is forced to play in his own field. JcVitor also doesn't risk making a pass that is too risky forward. Still JcVitor slowly entered the half of the field from Indonesia. Tropas. Oh, apart from that, it seems like Bukayo is on the right. Saka. Still Bukayo looks for a passing option, but takes too long to make a decision. He is lost again at Declan Rice's feet and becomes a quick B attack opportunity for a risky Faidan. Declan lost time to Odegaard. Spinning around Odegaard. Directing it to Calafiori. Silvio Riem in the middle. He twists Saliba less carefully, again lost the ball for Indonesia when Trupa tried to pass it but was less careful. Of course, it was us. Too deep for Trossard to chase. So the score still 1 for the favorites over Brazil. Brazil try again. This time a Binong boys. And Famplia ball. Pinky earlier from the goalkeeper has not created another threat. Instead it is again JcVitor through attack this time. Bukayo Saka's intended shot was successfully cleared by Calafiori. Not completely safe, be careful. Trupa's best there tried to give it. Luckily, it was still blocked by Arsenal. Defenders under Binong boys' control. But the ball fell back into the hands of a Brazilian player. Luckily, it didn't create a serious challenge for Indonesia's defense. The long ball. Forward trying to compete for air. We're still won by the Brazilian players. Risky Faidan needs to make significant changes in this match to change the flow of the match. Watch out, we saw a mistake from JcVitor Ferreira. Can he capitalize? EBS. ECZ was flat. Eber CZ was cleared. In fact, the lopsided cross he delivered was still blocked. He fell quite hard. That free kick was taken straight towards the goal. Ristada corner for Riska for Dan. Rizky Faidan's successful corner kick resulted in an equalizer. We waited for the corner kick to change. There were already 5 players. He headed straight towards the goal, but it was broken up again. Dangerous, but clever. JcVitor managed to secure his defense. JcVitor controlled the ball. JcVitor was on guard from the right flank. An unmarked breakthrough was successfully broken up by a Lem. Slightly threatening through ball. JcVitor still controlled the ball. His control was good. Wide to JcVitor's right. On the right flank, one player was unable to get past Risky Faidan's defender. Then Risky Faidan still counterattacked. Risky Faidan gave a short pass. His passing was quite weak. JcVitor took his turn on the counterattack this time. JcVitor, one player passes, but JcVitor finds a gap to execute a lob through pass. Us is dangerous straight away. Watch out. A shot that is indeed aimed straight at the goalkeeper from Risky Faidan. Continue to attack the defense line from Risky Faidan. JcVitor starts to enter the penalty box. There is a gap there, too weak, an accurate fling shot, and the goalkeeper is able to secure it. Risky Faidan looks for a passing option without delay, directly forward. Who is the target? An aerial duel occurs. It is still JcVitor who is able to secure possession. JcVitor goes forward. He continues to attack, looking for a gap to make a passing option from the left. This time the attack was onslaught, a sliding tackle that seemed quite clean. Risky Faidan's defense was safe again. Straightforward, who was targeted on the right, turning, still looking for a passing option, choosing to back P with 3 minutes left in the second half. Can Risky Faidan score a goal to equalize? Still a long way. Victor managed to steal possession from Risky Faidan. Watch out for danger from the right side, looking for an option to back P to the right. JcVitor turned to delay the game, but was saved by Risky Faidan, who seemed to be too hasty. Watch out, Risky Faidan. Added 2 minutes, and JcVitor still posed a slight threat. Still going, friends. Watch out from the left side. This time there is a crossing option. Still trying to get past one player, marked by Risky Faidan. Watch out for danger. There is this. Thank God! Rizgaidon's going one save again and ended 1-0 in the second match, so the aggregate is tied. Maybe I'm re-uppy upon. That's right. 1 in the same